So let's start it like we always do with everybody that comes in here, and just tell us about your start in racing, how young you were. You started at the karts, right? At Safford?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just talk to us about your start in racing from the very beginning up till now.
Starting racing was pushed upon me. I wasn't even, Diego knows it, I wasn't even all for racing. I was going to quit on day one. And
Wow, really?
yeah, Sean got a cart, and I practiced in the Cohansey Firehouse parking lot
Oh, yeah.
across from the school.
Nice.
And
Fun fact, that used to be a midget track back in like the 60s.
it
The
was
parking lot was?
No, behind the firehouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Be a nice spot for it back there. Still.
I actually have footage of it. Yeah, Mark LaJeunesse used to race there.
Really?
Yep, I got footage of it.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I practiced in there. I think I hit a curb. I might have been on my side. I don't remember. It was some point in my time before I even started racing, and I was just practicing. I was on my side or on my roof. But after that, we started doing the full season with the Wild Thing karts and the Tiger Cubs.
Wait. Let's start off. We got to go back just because I know.
Yeah.
Sean bought him, when Sean first got the Speedbowl, bought him this full-blown golf cart, lettered it. I mean, it's a big golf cart, right? And what happened to that thing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The big golf cart? I think he was a little guy.
What was the purpose?
This might be later on.
Oh, was it later on? I thought this was prior.
You're talking about the orange one?
Yeah, and you pretty much destroyed the freaking front of it. And
Oh, I
you,
did not.
Yeah, you crashed it up pretty freaking good.
No, that thing was bound for failure.
Yeah.
Well, wait, what was the purpose of this golf cart? Like, was it just to drive around the neighborhood, or like?
Sean got it when he was managing the racetrack
Okay.
to get around, and then I destroyed it.
And he basically just said, "Here you go."
Well, he wanted to bring back
he
like
crashed the shit out
he
of
wanted
it.
to bring back like a clown or something like that and put him in the
Right.
golf cart and drive it around the Speedbowl like old days.
Right.
It never made it that far because this guy here creamed it.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, yes, it was.
No, it was not.
All right, so continue on with your racing career. Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah, so we ran Tiger Karts, and I think in our second year we started pulling down our first wins. You know, we had hiccups in the first year, like I ran over my dad's foot coming to a stop and stuff. I was 5 years old, so I couldn't really comprehend things like brake and gas, and I was still learning. And the second year we started winning some races, and I think I was up to like 5 in a row maybe. And my dad said, if you win tonight, we're gonna move up to the next class. And then I think we got in I don't remember how the classes go. It might have been Tiger.
Yeah, A or
B.
something, or B.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever the next one up was from the Cubs, we went up into that. And
Wait, hold on 1 second. Let's bring it back, only because I know back to the start when you were 5 and your dad was pushing it upon you, right? I can remember driving up to Stafford, and what a crappy ride that is on Monday night.
oh, it's a terrible ride.
And
Yep.
and Brody wouldn't go on the track.
No, I wouldn't.
He wouldn't go on the track. He'd get all suited up. He'd get over there, and he would just sit there. They'd call him on the track. So I remember one night in particular, me and Rachel are over there. We're like, come on, Brody, you can do this. It's not that bad. And then you're trying to coax him in like with the ice cream or whatever you could
Right.
to get him out onto the track. Who would have thunk, right? All
Yeah.
these years
Yeah.
later.
I mean, that's how you get them. I mean, I didn't like doing swimming at first, but that like became what I was known for. I had to be basically bribed into exercising at first.
yeah.
Now, so you said it was initially sort of like pushed upon you, right? But now, I mean, you obviously like it now, or else you wouldn't be
Yeah.
doing it. I mean, you have free will at this point. At what moment would you say did it like click for you that like I'm kind of into this? Like, was it a gradual thing, or did something happen that you were instantly like, I do like this?
It was actually recent. It was
Wow. Okay.
nobody knows it, but like 2020-ish and the 2021, I was like ready to just stay in the bandos or like quit the legend cars because the legend cars are such a tough learning curve.
Right.
And like I was really feeling like this is going to take forever to get the hang of. And I think it was like 2021 at the end of the year, we started like we had consistent pace at the front. And then that winter going into the 2022 season, I was just like, I want to do this. And then we went out, and I think we almost won opening day. Oh, we flipped in practice. Diego remembers it. We flipped in practice.
Unbelievable.
It was the craziest
I mean, like,
thing.
who does that stuff?
Yeah.
I know, right?
This freaking guy, man. I'm like, dude, right? I mean, 3 wides from slow cars, and he's flipping the thing in practice.
No.
Yes.
But anyways,
Yes.
we fixed the same car. We went back out and in the race, and we drove all the way up to the front, and then we broke like something real stupid, like a trailing arm bolt or something.
Yep.
And then the next week we won, and then we went on like a winning streak, and we won. That was the year I won the championship. We won 9 races, and it was like a turning point for me. And that's when I decided that I really wanted it, like to try to go as far as I could. And then, that's when I decided that I really wanted it.
So you were doing it a while, kind of like on the fence about it, just sort of like, oh, it's like a family thing, like, right?
Yeah, I was having fun in the bandos, and then
They
like,
were
it's
good.
just
They
the
were
legend
good
cars
back
were
then,
tough.
though. The
Yeah.
bandos, there was a full pack.
There was always like 10 cars capable of winning.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
And it was like starting position, a lot of it. And then it was like a mini super speedway. You needed like a drafting partner. You needed somebody to pull out with you and take like past cars on the top, and you needed somebody to push you.
Yeah, because I remember back then the bandos were basically pack racing. I mean,
Yeah.
you're wide open throughout the whole track, pretty much, even at Waterford.
You had Hovey, both Gen 6,
Oh, it's stacked.
Emma, Tyler Alkis, right, Brody?
Yeah, I think we caught the Tyler Berry was still in them too.
Tyler Berry,
PJ was in them.
PJ
Wow,
Evans.
that is a hell of a field for
all
bandos.
those,
Yeah.
all those drivers.
Some future prodigies.
The great part about it was they would get out of the race car and everybody would just chum around with each other like they just weren't competing.
Right.
Or like they're not, not like today.
No.
Yeah.
You know, it was great back then as kids.
After we finished with the Tiger stuff at Stafford, we went to bandos, and we did a full season in 2017 with Emma, and in 2018. And then me and Emma were going like back and forth in 2018, and we were like winning just like every other weekend. Like it'd be me, and then it would be Emma.
Nice.
Like we were like really good because we had that relationship where we could pull out and like draft with each other, where like other people weren't as coordinated.
Oh, so
like,
you were like really working together to get the win.
yeah,
had
we
to.
were like a,
was
we were
it
like a
was
cup
it like
team.
all? Yeah, exactly. Was it
Yeah.
like all like that, or was there like a little competitive like rivalry happening there too? Like,
There's-
oh, I'm gonna get more wins than you. kind of
There's
thing.
always a competitive rivalry,
right.
but we could always give ourselves the better chances by we go to first and second, and then you kind of just then you race for
Right.
the
They
win.
call it like co-opetition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we pulled down, I think maybe 4 wins that year, and then the Speedbowl was pretty much shut down, right? The majority or the whole year 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole year.
Yeah.
It was,
So-
it was completely out.
We went to Seekonk. I hardly even raced in 2019. I think we maybe did like 5 or 6 races, but we went to Seekonk and we got 2 wins, and then we went and committed to doing a full season at Seekonk in 2020 with the bandoleros, and then I think we won opening day, and then we got wrecked the following 2 weeks because we were going for the championship, and I don't even know if they had the playoff format or not. I don't know if it was just straight up points or not.
That's
You
good.
know
I
that,
think
or-
that's more recent. The playoff thing
Yeah,
for
I think it's
Seaconk's only been around for a couple
I think
of
it's
years.
only been the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so we wrecked the following 2 weekends, and then I just pretty much quit. And I don't even think we raced. Maybe we did a couple at Waterford, but we went down to the summer shootout for a round and did some bandolero stuff. But after that, we went like full time legend cars in 2021, and it was just me and my dad. We weren't even like we didn't have anybody like a setup guy like the, you know how there's like if you want to go fast at Waterford, you go to Brandon Martinez, or you go to Nicholas Scola, or you go to the Palmers, right, to get your car
Right,
set
like
up,
like the
or-
unofficial car chief.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just me and my dad pretty much the whole year, and then Jason and Jags helped us out at the end of the year, and then we were doing pretty okay, and we went with Nicholas Scola for 2022, and then we were like on Saturdays, we were almost like lights out fast. They didn't have as many cars on Saturdays, but we were super fast and we were winning a lot on Saturdays, and we were up front on Wednesdays. And then, I don't know, you learn so much from those legend cars. It's just such a great thing for just car control and developing a driver. And then everything kind of just went super fast paced from there. We went to the trucks, and then we were doing so well in the trucks, we went to the late models not even halfway through the season.
Yeah.
And then now we're doing the late model stock stuff down south.
So describe what it was like going from the legend cars to the trucks. That seems like a huge jump.
Yeah, so it's actually, it's crazy because I feel like every time I watch the podcast, you guys talk about like everybody's going like the modified people usually skip over all the fendered stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they go Legends to SK Lights. I mean,
Right.
which I find so fascinating.
So we went from the Legends to the trucks, and it was like the trucks were like slow motion. It was
Right.
like I got in a truck at the end of 2022, and we were okay, but it was like
He was on the edge.
we were
Right.
really on the edge of control.
Dude, I mean, you're going from that nimble ass little Legend car, right?
Right.
I feel like with the trucks, the left, the rights, it's all like so much more forceful, and it's got so much more weight.
Yes, yeah. So, like Diego said, we were really on the edge, real dangerous in 2022.
Really?
but-
Dude, he was like a real waiting to happen.
yeah, but we went in. We were in Emma's truck that she won the championship with that 2022 year, and then we were in that truck was locked down and it was good, and I felt like I learned so much in the legend cars, and by the time I got to the trucks, it was like I said, slow motion, and it was just like it didn't really have. I didn't feel like I didn't really have to go through the learning stage like if I would have had to if I didn't do the legend cars.
Yeah.
Like I could excel much like anything that I feel like I've gotten in like post legend cars is like you can figure it out pretty quick. Like we had like New Smyrna, we had a full practice day, and then on night one we were like in the top 10. Like it was like if I didn't run the legend cars, you wouldn't be able to pick up on things that fast. But
Right.
like the trucks and the late models we got a hang of, and
Quick, man. You get a
Yeah.
hang of
Yeah.
stuff quick.
So did
Oh,
you
yeah.
think the trucks were? I mean, I'm just curious. Did you think the trucks were boring? You were starting to probably get bored towards the end of your championship run of those.
yeah, I actually was, and I don't know. It's like when you're doing good, it's like you want like a challenge. Like it's not that you weren't being challenged, but like it was like getting boring, and then like you on the other end of the stick, and then you're like struggling when you're like me and the late models this year at Waterford, and I'm like we run good every week, and then just something happens and it's I wish I could go back to being boring, you know, but
Really?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you watch the truck races this year and wish you were in the middle of that?
Yeah, are you
No.
sure you want to be anywhere near
Not
that?
at all. Not at all.
Yeah.